Gothenburg festival. How has it been so far?
Well, it's still early in the day. We just showed up. It's a little rainy, but you know, it's we've been excited to come back here and play this festival. Playing summer festivals in Europe is an exciting thing for us. We've never really gotten to do it before, and the crowds are just so passionate. And yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting show. I think that the rain's going to make for some fun in the mud.
So the expectations is like very high.
Yeah, you know.
In general, we try to have really low expectations in life, so we never be disappointed.
Yeah.
So, but we're making an exception for this because we do have high expectations.
Yeah.
Because Swedes are awesome and they're always good fans.
Yeah.
Good
And also, there's reindeer meat here, which I'm a big fan of. So.
Yeah. And you have released a whole bunch of EPs, but just one album. How come?
It took us a while to settle on what the identity of our band would be. We feel like a first album is so important because it defines the band. So we want to take our time to define ourselves. So the EPs were a good way to kind of try to collect a few songs out at a time and see how people feel about them, how we feel about them, and to kind of go from there. So we feel like, you know, it took a while for us. Some bands find it very quickly. It took us a while because we're slow and not very intelligent.
Yeah, how would you define or describe your music?
You know, we're a rock band at our core. You know, guitar, drums, bass, vocals. But we're a rock band that really likes to experiment with other sounds. We don't like to box ourselves into, you know, one kind of category or one genre of music. We don't listen to any one particular genre of music, so we don't feel like we need to make music that is just one way. You know, everything from hip hop to world music to rock to rap. You know, it all comes together, and we take elements from everything and just kind of fuse it together with the rock band that we are.
Yeah. And I heard that your band name is like some secret stuff about it. What can you tell us about it?
Well, Imagine Dragons is an anagram. When we were starting the band, we came up with a phrase or a word or a phrase that had some meaning to us, but we didn't want to name the band that phrase or word. So we jumbled up the letters and looked at a few different options and came up with Imagine Dragons, and it's just stuck ever since then. And we've sworn to secrecy that we'll never tell anybody.
So, is it just the persons in the band or the crew? Do they know the?
Just the band members.
Yeah.
Only my mother doesn't even know. Only our band knows. Like, I didn't tell my own mother. Which is sad.
That's cool.
She asks me all the time. Like,
Yeah.
Well, maybe she should ask me.
That's true. That means.
Yeah, and the description in your Facebook page says that the band wouldn't exist without Las Vegas. Why?
It's home for us. We grew up there for many years, and you know, as a band, we grew up there. It was where we played all of our first shows. We played the small clubs there. Maybe even more importantly, we played the casinos. You know, 4 or 5 times a week, we would go play these casinos on the strip, and you know, that's kind of where we.
Yeah, Las Vegas provides the unique opportunity of, you know, you're able to, as a band, go out and play live music to audiences, you know, all the time. We were playing them, you know, 5 or 6 nights a week. We would play these shows, and it gave us a lot of experience on the stage and seeing what it was like to play for a crowd.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, it's very important to have that experience and to do it over and over again, just to learn what works, what doesn't work. It's so much different than when you're playing music by yourself at a rehearsal. It's just like, this song feels really good when we're playing it, and we really like to play it, but then you take it out to a crowd and maybe people don't respond to it the way you expect it to. Also, it gave us the opportunity to experience everything going wrong that could possibly go wrong at a show. You know, we've had amplifiers explode, we've had people spill beer on our equipment, we've had people rush up onto the stage, grab the microphone away, and we learned how to adapt to all these kind of situations. So by the time that we were playing bigger shows with more eyes on us, we really knew how to behave on the stage, how to connect with an audience, and how to create a vibe that people can connect with.
Yeah, and the album, have the songs on it have been around in the band for a while, or was it just come up with?
It definitely depends. You know, some of our favorite songs we made on the EPs made it onto the album because you know they rang true for us. Other ones didn't ring true; they didn't end up on the album. So our favorites, the one that we felt like we had established ourselves as, those made the album.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of new ones. You know, 4 or 5 songs that were written just for the album that were previously unreleased, maybe even more.
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Yeah, we went through probably close to 150 songs to really edit down to the songs that ended up making it onto the album. You know, the songs that made it on there were songs that we all really believed in and really enjoyed listening to too.
When you write the songs, when you have all of those, do you sometimes put like 2 or 3 together to one, or just song for song?
You know, sometimes there will be a song, we'll write a song and maybe it won't end up working, but then down the road, part of that song maybe will fit in as, you know, the bridge to a song that we're working on. Can't really think of any specific examples from the album, but that's certainly something that we've done with our songwriting before. We've experimented with all different kinds of songwriting.
I know It's Time in Amsterdam are actually stem from the same song. The same demo, it's like one demo we sent out, and half of it was the chorus It's Time, half of it was the verse in Amsterdam. So we kind of split it up and made our own little song.
And you played in Stockholm 2 months ago, if I heard it right.
Yeah.
And you're
longer than that. It's only 2 months.
You're here now, and you will come back in November.
Yeah.
Why do you have so many shows booked in Sweden?
I don't know. Maybe the joke's on us.
No, it seems like you know, the Swedish people are great people to play for, and they've been really getting into our music quite a bit. So, you know, when somebody wants to hear our music, we want to come and play it for them.
Yeah, we never want to have the excuse that, oh well, they're never here. You know, they may not like our band, but it won't be because we're in their country.
When do you think you will go outside of Stockholm in Sweden, like Gothenburg, Malmö, or something?
Oh, I hope we get the chance to play other parts of Sweden sometime soon. I'm not sure. We don't have it booked yet, but when the opportunity comes, you know, we'll be there.
Yeah. And I heard that the band have like a cancer foundation. What made you start it, and what is the ground idea?
And we met, it was actually stemmed from meeting a kid that's about your age, actually. His name was Tyler Robinson, and we met him at just a show, a small show, like 2 or 3, probably 2 years ago. Playing a show, there's like 200 people there, and he was just happened to be there. We talked to him after the show, and he talked to us about his struggles with cancer, and he had been diagnosed, I think, just like a year prior to that. So we met him, and we stayed in contact with him, and we were very inspired with his courage and his positivity, and he never let anything get him down. He was always such a positive force in the world, even when he was feeling sick and had a lot of reasons to complain, way more than we have. So we kept on, came to a few more shows, and then passed really quickly. I think within a day, he was hospitalized and passed away. So, we didn't want it to end there for us. We felt like there was more to do on our end, and we had some sense of responsibility that we could do something special.
Yeah.
So we have a foundation in his name, and the money that the foundation gets will go only to families of children of cancer and help pay for all the costs that come. Yeah, absolutely.
And when you write the songs, do you just write your own parts, or do you sometimes somebody writes lyrics and somebody writes guitar riffs?
There's been a few lyric suggestions from us here and there, but really the large part Dan writes all of them lyrics, and they're very personal to him. And I think that's true for everyone in the industry. We all have ideas, and we bounce them off each other. If I have an idea for a bass line, or Ben has an idea for a guitar line, then I'm open to it, and he's open to it. So, I think at the end of the day, we all dictate our own parts, and we all have a say in what the song becomes.
Yeah. And when do you think we will hear some new stuffs from Imagine Dragons?
Well, for now we are really focusing on taking the music from night visions around the world and just bringing that to as many people as needs to hear it. We're constantly writing music while we're on the road. We all have laptops and we can do composing that way. So there is, a source of new music for us to tap into when the time to create a second album does come. But for now, we're just focusing on night visions, and we feel like it still has quite a bit of life left in it.
Yeah, that's great. Do you have anything more to add?
I think you covered it all, man. You did a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.